Welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing this look here. I wore this to a holiday party the other day and I got a lot of compliments, so I figured I would share with the internet. I really love it. It's super easy. It's really quick. It's like a really complicated eye look, but you literally just need 2 products and you got it. It's my version of like a glitzy holiday themed party look. You could dress this up with like a deeper lip, or you could just do a clear lip gloss and it would still look really nice. Yeah, so the focus is definitely on the eyes and doing this look when I have someplace to go. And yeah, let's get into it because it's really quick, it's really easy, and we're a little intergalactic today too because I need to cut my hair and it's at that weird stage where it's just like poofing and not laying correctly, so I went ahead and did my base off camera, and I'm using the Rose Ink Luminous Enhanced Serum thing. I use this in the shade 3, but I can also use the shade 4. They're kind of similar. So the Nars Soft Matte Concealer, I'm using the shade Light 2.6 Cafe con Leche. And yeah, so that's done. Onto the eyes, I'm going to be taking Victoria Beckham Beauty Mink. This is oh yummy. And you only need like a little bit, like that's just like one little swatch. You can get such a blown out oil slick type of eye. Just, it's so easy, it's so effortless. And it's just one of the most amazing products that I've tried this year. One swatch will cover both of your eyelids so effortlessly. I'm gonna blend out the edges to just get that really beautiful base pigment spread around. Okay, so that was so easy, so effortless. And that's just one shadow, so you could leave it here. I have the base pigment like pretty opaque on the lids because I just blended out around that. But yeah, that's just like one little swipe, like once, and even look at it just left over. It's just so pigmented, so lovely. It's literally the ultimate one and done eyeshadow, but we're not gonna stop there. I'm taking Urban Decay's Space Cowboy. This is literally like I think this is my favorite eyeshadow ever. And we're just taking this completely all over. Up into the brow bone, all over the lid, concentrating on the inner corner. And Mink is beautiful enough on its own, but I consider like Urban Decay Moondust, or yeah, I consider Urban Decay's Space Cowboy the ultimate elevator. Like, it is a beautiful one and done, like wet looking, effortless shade, because it does kind of have this like beigey, translucent base to it, but it elevates an already like crazy beautiful shadow. Like, look at that. Wow. Gonna take my pinky and soften some of the edges here. Yeah, this is just so beautiful. I'm just gonna smudge whatever's left over on my ring finger here. It's kind of a combination of the 2 shadows. I'm just gonna smudge it on my bottom lash line here. And as you see, like, that's just, it was so quick, so easy. It took little to no time. It's just such a beautiful look. Let me zoom in. It's zoomed in now. I'll just take that blending brush and kind of, I feel like this kind of look needs like very volumized big lashes. So if you're not like a fake lash person, like me, I used the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara, and this is such an effortless light formula that volumizes and lengthens and curls all at the same time. It's one of the hero products of 2022 in a lot of people's opinions, and I'm included in that populace. So yeah, I really caked this on for like a very dramatic lash. What's awesome about this formula is that you can really build this up. Like, it just layers on itself just so seamlessly. And you can really build up your lashes in an extreme way with this formula. It's such an amazing mascara. Next, I'm going to be taking one of my new favorite bronzers. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and this is Luminous Bronze Light. It kind of has like a kind of a pink shift to it, but like not in a way that's going to make you look, you know, orange or anything. It's really natural. It's really beautiful. It's luminous without looking glittery. So that's something I love. This came into my life kind of later into 2022, and this is not a new product by any means. This is kind of an OG favorite of people who are super into Hourglass. But yeah, this bronzer is just so, so lovely. This is also like a really neutral shade, so this allows like the beautiful glitter and the eye look to kind of be the main attraction of the look. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite powder blushes. This is also not a new product of 2022, but it is new to me this year. I think I got this in like the springtime, but this is the Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush in the shade Brilliant Nude. This is also that beautiful, luminous, non-glittery formula that's kind of like a bronzer, you could say. It's like a blush and a bronzer at the same time, but it is a little bit lighter than the bronzer that I used from Hourglass. And yeah, it's like non-glittery, it's nice and neutral, so you can use this with a variety of different like eye looks or lip looks, and it just gives this like beautiful, beautiful luminous. Oh, I could just keep piling this on. It's so, so beautiful. Now for highlight, I took the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight, and yes. So how I like to use this, because this is a really intense highlighter, which isn't necessarily like my cup of tea. I like to take it on like a semi-damp sponge, squeeze it out and like put it onto the sponge or on the back of my hand and apply it from there, just to kind of like saturate the product a little bit so it's a little more subtle, because it's a liquid highlighter, but it does dry down fairly quickly. Not that it doesn't have like a good amount of work time with it, but once it is dried down, it doesn't really budge. So you do run the risk of like, if you apply it straight from the tube, that it will just stay there. And that's just not a good look. So I find like dabbing it onto either the back of your hand and onto the sponge, or like vice versa, like I just did, I kind of go back and forth, that it does provide a more seamless application that way. And that way it just doesn't look like a streak of champagne-y highlight on your face. And it does stay relatively damp on the little applicator for a while, so you don't necessarily need to squeeze out new product every single time you use it. But yeah, that's what I used for highlight. You can take the side of the sponge and kind of mellow it out a little bit. But yeah, that, let me see if my color is off. That is just, it's just beaming, and I think that it's just perfect for like a holiday party. Like, I don't mind going a little more metallic and beaming for parties, you know? Okay, now on to lips. I'm like flying through this tutorial. Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. I love this. Yeah, it's like the old trusty now. I want a lip look to last a long time and, you know, just stay structured, and like when my lip look does fade, this will still be there. Because it is creamy enough that like the work time does give you a lot of time to like blend it out and make sure you have the desired effect on your lips. But once it sets down, it's set. For lipstick, I am using the Victoria Beckham Beauty Posh lipstick in the shade Girl. Now, this is the type of look that you could go a deep red, you could do a berry, you could do like a concealer lip, like you could do anything that you want, because, you know, the eyeshadow is so smoky, but it is kind of cool tone leaning. But the cheeks allow for you to make like either like just the eyes a statement, or you can do like full glam and do like a really bold lip, or you could do a natural lip. So when I wore this the other night, it did last a really long time. Like, it didn't disappear until I ate chicken wings. And that's the only time I reapplied it. And by the time I got home, it was still on there. And it's not like this is drying or anything like that, but it just has like this really good formula that provides longevity, and it just stays put. Like, you really have to be like eating a lot and like, you know, just like normal life things. But it does last a really long time, and I just love this lipstick so much. It is nice and weighted, but I did notice, like, when I am applying it, it does kind of wiggle a little bit, which makes me nervous. Like, I really hope that it doesn't break someday. Like, that's my only complaint, though, is that it does feel a little wiggly. Okay, so that is the look. I think this is a really easy, like, quick holiday look that you can go to any sort of themed holiday party, New Year's Eve party, and you'll look put together and classy, but not too done up, but also like you look like you tried a little bit. But yeah, I love these two eyeshadows together. I think they're so, so pretty and so glitzy and so lovely. Yeah, it's super neutral in moments, but it's also like not boring. So yeah, that's the look, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!